Black folks owe you nothing. Every minority group in this country that is not Black American owes us for the sacrifices that we made to ensure that you have rights in this country. Rights that we aren't even afforded half the time. No one will rewrite our history as if my people didn't die bloody in these streets for centuries. My people were enslaved, imprisoned, and assassinated so that all minority groups could vote, go to school, get loans, paid employment other than manual labor, the right to run for office, the right to marry outside of your race. And yet, we are still being unalived for being unarmed and Black at the same time. Just ask the families of Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, Walter Scott, Eric Gardner, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, and the countless others that didn't get a hashtag. Because police are trained to see us as the enemy because they were created to be slave catchers. My people fought through the bloodbath that was chattel slavery, the Black Codes, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, the Civil Rights Movement. Our leaders were assassinated, imprisoned, or pushed out of the country. We've been put on the front lines of every war this country has ever been a part of, even while being enslaved, only to return to a country that treated us like second-class citizens. We had our successful communities, like Black Wall Street, bombed and destroyed out of racist jealousy. And then this country did it again in 1985 when the police bombed a Black neighborhood in West Philadelphia where 11 Black folks died, including 5 Black children, 60 homes destroyed, because they were organizing for Black liberation. And let's not forget the war on drugs, where instead of calling it a health crisis for the Black community, like they did for the white community, when crack hit our streets, this society, along with the help of President Nixon, Reagan, Bush 1, and Bill Clinton, the Republicans and the Democrats used policy to fill up their federal and private prisons with Black fathers and mothers that were addicted to drugs. Why? To create a $1 trillion business known as the prison industrial complex. There is overwhelming evidence that the justice system is rarely just for Black folks. We get longer sentences for the same crimes as everyone else, higher bail rates. Our schools get less funding than every other community. We get paid less for doing the same jobs. All the medical advancements in gynecology came from the torturous experiments done to Black women. They endured this torture with no anesthesia, and this went on for decades. And let's not forget the deadly experiments this government did on our Black men during the Tuskegee syphilis study. That also went on for decades and didn't stop until the 70s. And then you're all so quick to say, we have no culture, trying to gaslight us again because we are the culture. The culture that is exploited by every other group that y'all steal from and monetize all over the world. Recently, the FBI did a study that proves that white hate groups are the biggest threat to this so-called democracy, not Black folks. All the massacres in this country have one common denominator, and it ain't us. And despite all the hate that comes our way daily, we have consistently done what was necessary. We did our job. We voted for the Black woman because that was what was best for the country. And your mix of delusional white supremacy and anti-Blackness led you to vote for the orange racist idiot that brought all this chaos. The chaos that we told y'all would come along with his fascist regime of loyalists. And with all this, my people still don't have equality in this country. No political power, no economic power. In this country that we built and died for, our blood is in this soil. And a debt never paid is owed to us, not the other way around. And why is this allowed? Because this country protects white billionaires so they can own all the major media outlets, which means they have control over what? the narrative. And they also have control over majority of these corrupt government elected officials on both sides of the aisle. And their strategy has been the same since they came upon our shores of Africa, looking for free labor, divide and conquer, which is why they created race to begin with, so they could have a power structure based on color, where black folks would always be at the bottom and they would be at the top. So now proximity to whiteness becomes power, even within other minority groups, so that Latinos, Indians, Asians, and even some Africans could be racist against black Americans in an effort to get treated just a little bit better by the majority white population in this country. Divide and conquer. Thanks for falling for it. Thanks for the betrayal that prolongs all of our suffering. That's how we get colorism, classism, and every other negative ism. But y'all have the audacity to demand that we stand on the front lines for you, because you're being treated like we've always been treated, while you refuse to ever stand with us. Go sit down. Fred Hampton tried to build a coalition with the Latinos, the Asians, and the poor whites, and the FBI took him out for it. And all those groups ran from any association to the Black Panthers and left them to be massacred and jailed. This is why it's so important to know your Black history. That's how I know what not to do this time around. Or maybe you're one of those Ezra Klein types that has no idea and has no empathy for the treacherous terrain we have to walk through being Black in America. The audacity of trying to tell us how to feel about a racist when a racist gets taken out by another racist who didn't think he was racist enough. Understand this. Y'all will not gaslight us onto these streets to be easy targets for these Second Amendment freaks who have been given the green light by Trump the chump and his Department of War. That's the orange idiot y'all voted for, not us. The priority for Black folks must be to destroy the self-hate that plagues our community due to the hundreds of years of oppression. Now, for those of you in the U.S. and abroad who are members of the BRC, be sure to check your emails this week because we have an important meeting coming up. As always, I love you, Black man. I love you, Black woman. Knowledge is power. Power to the people.
Say it loud.